What's up guys, my name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and today we're counting down my top 5 investments for the month of October. But before we get into that, we have to go back to my top 5 for September, see has anything changed, do I still think they were good investments, and see if I'm still picking up those products a month later. And if you're just here for the top 5 for October, I have the timestamp up on the screen so you can just skip to there. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, my number 5 pickup for September was 151 booster bundles at retail, which can vary in price. The Pokemon Center is $26.94, which comes out to like $27 and like 50 cents or something after taxes. And then Walmart is closer to $29 or $30 per booster bundle. So the price of these things can fluctuate depending on where you buy them from, but essentially 151 booster bundles at $30 or below is what I was looking for. And with the 151 reprint and restock coming in these small, like sporadic waves, I did manage to pick some up. I actually bought 20 of them this month. And in total, the average price per booster bundle I paid was right around $29. This, in my opinion, was actually my best pickup from the month. These things were really hard to get. You really had to like find out about the drop like the hour that they got restocked to be able to get any, which is kind of unfortunate. I personally wish that they restocked these and made them way more available, kind of like Crown Zenith. Like, I'm buying a bunch of Crown Zenith stuff. It's pretty easy to get it. It's everywhere. And I kind of hope that they give that same treatment to 151, because in the long term, it really isn't going to matter. 151 is going to be worth a ton of money in the future, most likely. And same with Crown Zenith. So if I were to rate my investment on 151 booster bundles on a scale from A to F, I would put these in A. Easy A. The market price is at like $42, and that's been suppressed somewhat from the reprints and restocks, so it's only a matter of time before these things shoot back up. Alright, at number 4, I had Temporal Forces and Twilight Masquerade booster boxes, and I would rate this a B, mid B investment. These didn't shoot up crazy in the past month. Twilight Masquerade actually increased a good amount, but Temporal Forces stayed pretty stagnant. Now we know the hype around Twilight Masquerade. We know that this is like the golden goose of the Scarlet and Violet era so far, so it's really no surprise that these booster boxes are moving up in price. I think they'll continue to move up until they get a restock or a reprint, and after that it'll be up to the moon with these things. Temporal Forces, I'm really just waiting on people to realize that it's actually a great set with a lot of depth. And I think at some point it's going to shoot up in price. It just hasn't so far. But if you watch my ranking of all the Scarlet and Violet sets using some like data, you'll see that Temporal Forces actually placed pretty well. And in my opinion, it's still super undervalued. All right, at number 3, we had Brilliant Stars 3-pack blisters from the Pokemon Center. So these come with 2 different promo cards, the Glaceon and the Leafeon. I think either one is pretty good. There's no really like Umbreon status between those two. They're both just kind of, they're evolutions, so they're well loved, but it's not like, oh, you have to get the Glaceon ones. They're about the same. But in my opinion, Brilliant Stars is a great set. It's from the Sword and Shield Alt-Art era, so it has that kind of hype and like aura around it. And 3-pack blisters generally increase in price pretty much alongside with the booster boxes and ETBs. They're slightly less liquid than both of those other options, but they're still pretty good. If I were to rate this investment on a scale from A to F, I'd put this at B as well. I don't think it's top tier just because it's not crazy liquid. It's not hype at all right now, and I think it'll do pretty well in the future, but I don't see it making any crazy moves over the next year. Alright, on to number 2. This was Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars Pokemon Center ETBs. These are still available for $49.99 on the Pokemon Center, and if you order 4 from the Pokemon Center, you'll get a case. I've said this a million times before, but I think that these Pokemon Center ETBs from the Sword and Shield era are just being overlooked right now, and that eventually collectors of sealed product, collectors of ETBs are going to be big fans of these, and they're really going to seek them out. In my opinion, the Astral Radiance Pokemon Center ETB looks way cooler than the Brilliant Stars one, but the Brilliant Stars one is pretty nice as well. I think once these things sell out on the Pokemon Center, we'll see a big premium for these specialty ETBs over time. And the nice thing about these is that the cheapest price that you can get is from the Pokemon Center. If you buy it on the secondary market, they're more expensive pretty much across the board. And if you look at the Fusion Strike Pokemon ETBs that sold out recently, they've upticked in price pretty heavily. So if I were to rate this, I'd give it a B+. Pretty good, but it's not 151 booster bundle territory of good. Alright, and my number 1 pickup for the month of September was Crown Zenith booster bundles. These I still haven't gotten. I ordered them off Best Buy pre-order, which ships, I think it was October 4th. So I'll get those in the next few days. The price per pack for these is right around $4, which is slightly worse than the Sea and Sky collection, but I think Where the booster bundles kind of reign supreme is that they don't take up much space, they're easy to ship, they're very cheap to ship, and I think long-term streamers and YouTubers that want to open Crown Zenith product for rip and ships or just to open it for a video, they're going to look for booster bundles just to get those straight packs, no fluff, no promo cards, nothing. So again, if I was to rate this on a scale from A to F, I'd put this at B, B+. Still not quite as good as the 151 booster bundles, but Crown Zenith is a great set, and I think it'll appreciate really nicely going forward. All right, moving on to my top 5 investments for the month of October. This is what you've been waiting for. And do me a favor, let me know down in the comments which of my top 5 you think is the best pickup or is the thing that you're going to pick up this month. Number 5, this is going to be Crown Zenith Sea and Sky Collections. Now these are priced right at $40 from Sam's Club. If you don't have a Sam's Club membership, you can get a guest account or a guest membership for a day. You have to pay like a slight premium, so it's like $45 per Sea and Sky collection, but in my opinion that is still a bargain. So what comes in these Sea and Sky collections? Well, you get 14 Crown Zenith packs, and if you're doing the math, 14 packs for $40, that's really, really cheap. That's under $3 per pack for a specialty set. Crown Zenith nonetheless. Then on top of that, you get 4 promo cards, 2 Rayquazas and 2 Kyogres, and 1 Rayquaza V Jumbo card. Now those promo cards aren't worth much, maybe $1 here and there, but if you're buying it for the packs, getting a stack of those promo cards that you can just sell off and make a little bit of your money back is a pretty good deal. I've personally already picked up 7 of these Sea and Sky collections, and I'm going to continue to buy them until they sell out. They've been available for pretty much a month at this point, and Sam's Club has been slowly limiting the amount that buyers can get or accounts can get. So I think they are in fact close to selling out, but I will be buying them until they do. I've said it a million times, but Crown Zenith is an amazing set, super good chase cards, and really, really fun to open because of the awesome hit rate. And I think that the market value for these things, which is already at like $60, $63, will only increase over the next year. Now, I could 100% be wrong in that, but that is just my prediction. All right, moving on to number 4. This is a Stellar Crown booster box, and I want it under $100. I might buy a couple, but under $100 is what I'm aiming for. And you might say, but where are you gonna get this for under $100? Well, TikTok shop coupons. I've seen them for around 80, 85 on TikTok shop, which in my opinion is a great deal. And again, if you've watched my recent video ranking all of the Scarlet and Violet sets, the data decided that Stellar Crown was at number 2. Now this comes with an asterisk because Stellar Crown is a new release, so prices of cards haven't actually like bottomed out, but I still think it's a great set, and buying these booster boxes under $100 is kind of what I'm aiming for. I also think this is a set that people will come back to in the future. Maybe not a ton of people, but it has great illustration rares. The Bulbasaur and the Squirtle obviously are amazing. And then the Terapagos is a pretty good chase card, up at $120 right now. Number 3, which may be deja vu to some of you, and it certainly is to me, is going to be Fusion Strike sleeved booster packs from the Pokemon Center, as well as Rebel Clash sleeve booster packs also from the Pokemon Center. If you've been following along the channel for the past few months, you'll know that Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs have been in my top 5 for like 3 out of the past 4 months. And the main reason was the price on the secondary market for these packs was like $6 to $7, and you could get them for $4 from the Pokemon Center. But in mid-August, they actually sold out, and I thought that was going to be the last time I could buy any more of these packs. But since they've come back, they are once again in my top 5. And I'll cite the same reasons that I have over the past couple of months for these. The market value for them is just significantly higher than what you can buy them at on the Pokemon Center. So your total cost per pack, including taxes and stuff, is like $4.20 or 30 cents. And sleeve packs historically kind of go right alongside in price per pack compared to booster boxes. Even if you look in XY sets like Primal Clash or Roaring Skies, the sleeve booster packs for those sets are right around $25 including shipping, and the cost for a pack from booster box is right around $20. When it comes to the question of liquidity, I think booster boxes are still king, but I'm a big fan of sleeve booster packs, and I see these sell in art sets all the time. I actually recently sold a lot of 36 of my Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs for like $199. Now Rebel Clash is kind of the same story, where the price per pack on the secondary market is way more expensive than what you can get on the Pokemon Center. But my issue with Rebel Clash is I don't see much future for this set. I don't see this as something that's gonna go up a ton long term. I think these booster boxes are gonna flatline at this like 200 to 180 price that they've been at. And the main reason for that is it's not a great set to open. There's not much value in this set, and there really isn't cool cards that you can get from opening packs of this set. So in terms of an investment long term, I think Fusion Strike sleeve booster packs are better, but if you're just trying to flip these things, you could go either way. On to number 2, we have Pokemon Center ETBs, and this time I have a bunch of them. My number 1 out of all of them though is the Lost Origin Pokemon Center ETBs. They also recently came back in stock on the Pokemon Center, and if you order 4, you can get a case. These things are great, and when they originally sold out, their price ticked up slightly, and it's like $66 to $67 is the market value for these. And considering you can buy them from the Pokemon Center for $50 flat, you're giving yourself a good head start in terms of an investment. I'm a big fan of these, and I already have a case of them myself. Now, what other Pokemon Center ETBs do I also like? Well, I like all the Sword and Shield ones, so that means Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance that are left in stock. But I want to talk about the Scarlet and Violet sets, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade, and Surging Sparks. So Surging Sparks right now is in pre-release. You can order a set of 4, it just won't be shipped to you until November 8th. The promo card for Surging Sparks is also a really cool Magneton card, and I think that the promo card with the Pokemon Center stamp will get a pretty big premium just because it's a cool card and it's pretty collectible. Now, Twilight Masquerade is a great set. It's been shooting up in price recently. The booster box is up above $140 right now, but you can still get the Pokemon Center ETBs for retail. Now, what I will say is the downfall for this ETB is the promo card. It's not that cool. It's an Ogerpon, but it's not... I mean, Ogerpon isn't well loved. You'll notice in the top 7 hits of this set, the Ogerpon SIRs are nowhere to be found, and they take up 4 of the SIR slots. So I don't see a lot of desirability for that Pokemon Center stamp promo card, but there's a lot of desirability for Twilight Masquerade, and I think sealed collectors long term will want this Pokemon Center ETB. Now that brings me to Stellar Crown's Pokemon Center ETBs, which I also think are really good. They come with a Noctowl promo card, which is really cool, really unique. And their price is shot way up because all the Stellar Crown products sold out on the Pokemon Center like the week of or the week before release. And the Pokemon Center ETBs are at like $90 each, but you can buy them for $60. Like the market price for cases is well over $300, but you can buy a case from the Pokemon Center for $240. And including taxes and stuff, it's more like $250, $260, but you get the point. I think honestly, all these Pokemon Center ETBs have room to grow, and out of any product that comes from any of these sets, these are the one that does not get reprinted after release. All right, on to my number 1 pickup for the month of October. This one won't really come as much of a surprise. It's just 151 products at retail across the board. If you checked out my $1,300 investment haul that I posted a couple of days ago, you'll see that most of the products I got were 151 products, and I got them all at retail. This is because the Pokemon Company is restocking these products just sporadically wherever they can. What I got was 151 booster bundles between $27 and $30. I got Zapdos EX collection boxes at $25, and I got poster collection boxes at $16. And the reason I'm not picky about what 151 product I'm looking for is because the demand for 151 is just so much higher than everything else. All of these products are liquid. It doesn't need to be the booster bundle. Like for a lot of other sets, like take Crown Zenith for example, the booster bundles, the ETBs, and the Sea and Sky collections now are the main ways that people are buying and opening packs. People aren't really buying Regidrago V collection boxes. But 151 is different. People are buying all of these products across the board because they just can't get their hands on 151. So I think if you can find any 151 product across the board, ETBs, ultra premium collections for retail, that is a great pickup. That's what I'm personally looking for. And hopefully I'll be able to find some. I'll make an investment haul at the end of this month, and you'll see, did I actually get any? I hope to, but there's no guarantees with 151. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay safe out there.